Nebraska-Lincoln researchers believe they may be a step closer to helping diagnose sports-related concussions.
And they say that research could also help determine if an athlete has had multiple concussions. But there is still more work to be done.
As KETV Newswatch 7's Andrew Ozaki reports, these developments could eventually help athletes know when it's safe to return to play.
Unraveling the complexity of concussions.
For example, two individuals may have a concussion, but it may not affect them the same way.
Aaron Barbet is the director of the Center for Brain Biology and Behavior at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Their research aims to support Husker athletes and is located in Memorial Stadium.
One of the primary challenges that we face is about essentially identifying objective biological markers that establish whether or not an individual has had a concussion.
Their latest work shows they may have found a piece of that puzzle. Using functional MRI, they were able to identify a possible biomarker of concussions.
Regions in the brain that are preferentially engaged to support cognitive activity will, as a consequence, recruit more oxygen to function.
The change in the brain's oxygen could provide an objective way to detect brain trauma. Currently, the common ways to test for concussion are based on behavioral symptoms, such as difficulty concentrating, irritability, and mood changes, and do not include information about brain activity.
Imaging allows us to look at regional changes in blood flow in the brain.
What they also found is that the level of change in brain activity differs when a person has had multiple concussions.
This is a really important distinction because prior research indicates that individuals that have had multiple concussions may have more significant health risks.
As part of the study, they looked at 50 English and Welsh rugby players. Combining clinical data and their fMRI method, they were able to correctly diagnose over 60% of the participants as either not having a concussion, one concussion, or multiple concussions.
When you combine the impact test with brain imaging biomarkers, we're much more accurately able to classify individuals.
Barbet believes this work will help establish more effective tools for determining concussions and treatment in the future.
And to the extent that we're able to do that, we can advance student-athlete health, wellness, and safety.
In Lincoln, Andrew Ozaki, KETV, Newswatch 7.